want to first start off by thanking the representative for the 94th District for working on a number of issues. This set of Uber bills came before us last session, and there were a lot of issues with it. And at that point in time, people were telling us it was fine, it's done, we should just move it forward. But there was concerns about insurance, there was questions about airports, and then federal matching dollars. And I'm pleased that we were able to make significant progress on a number of those things. So it was very clear that we weren't ready for this last session. And so today I have to stand up and ask the question, are we ready to actually do it this week? I stand up here today as an Uber customer. I stand up here representing a community that wanted Uber in the state of Michigan, that wanted Uber in the city of East Lansing. So they actually went out to Uber and said, we want you to be here. And they actually created a set framework with the city of Lansing, and now they've added other townships. So they could actually make sure that Uber was here. And so I do that in the context of saying I'm not anti-Uber, I'm not anti-Lyft. I like these new services because I do think it's going to disrupt the market and it's going to make the market change. But when we take a look at issues facing the market, we have to ask ourselves, are we creating a level playing field, or are we actually just providing a set of incentives for one or two businesses that use a certain type of technology? And what I will tell you today, because we were not able to, whether it was in committee, where the chair believed that they did not have enough time to deal with this issue, or if it was on the floor yesterday with my colleague from Royal Oak, presented an idea where we should take a look at the entire system. We should take a look at how we look at taxis. We should take a look at how we deal with limousines. I know for many years we couldn't do that. Politically it was not feasible. But today it is feasible. And we could have actually dealt with all of these issues, made a statewide system that actually included the taxis, the limousines, as well as these different types of providers. We had that opportunity. And now what we will do is what we often do, is not have a completely baked set of bills. We'll send them over to the Senate, and then maybe the hope is in the Senate we can fix this. Because why wouldn't we want to have a comprehensive system, whether they're taxis, limousines, or these types of companies? I think it helps us move us and our systems forward. I think it's reasonable. But today the way we're doing this is we're picking winners and losers. And the winner today is Uber. And the losers are those companies that have been in our local communities. So why not spend an extra couple weeks, find the right system so we have everybody under the same rules and regulations, everybody on that same level playing field? And then the last question I have to ask is, are we actually, in return for providing this winner an opportunity and a new set of guidelines for them, getting enough revenue? It's very common in most communities that you would have a taxi medallion that could be as expensive as $100, per driver. If you have 7,000 drivers, as a certain company does, you can do that math. 7,000 times 100. So the revenue that we've asked from Uber today to the state of Michigan is $30,000. And the question we should ask ourselves, is that the right amount? Because when I did my research, I found out a state that has lower population than us, a state called Colorado, is getting $100,000 and $111,000. I found out that the state of Virginia, who also has a lower population, is getting $100,000. And I found out a little state called Washington, again, lower population, is getting $100,000. So why are we not taking a look at what these other states have done? This company is going to see a significant reduction in their overall cost, because if they were doing $100 per driver, we're talking $700,000. Now we could actually see something coming into the state, have a comprehensive system. And so I like where we're headed. I think we've done a lot of work on this, but I do think we have another 2 weeks of work so we can actually get this right and done perfectly for the entire state and have everybody, cabs, limos, and these companies on the same level playing field. And so obviously it doesn't look like we're going to get that done here today. Again, we might have to go to the Senate and begin to work on that, and I look forward to that conversation as we move forward. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Minority Floor Leader Singh.